And we are back with game number 3 of Gymnast versus Tanjo, and this time we have Crystal Bellis and Fake Jim, also known as Crane, on commentary.
You're
Take
really
it from here.
close. You're really close. It's Captain and Fake Jim. Crystal's
sad.
actually tracking.
I messed up. Sorry.
It's okay. I just wanted to clarify for our viewers.
Okay.
But yeah, everyone, we'll be the commentators for Game 3. It's been an amazing first two games, 2 very interesting back-to-back seeds. If Earth Temple is in this seed, we know where the runners will want to go.
Yeah,
I did have one
yeah.
job, yes. I'm so sorry.
yeah, and to shout out our trackers, that would be Crystal with Tomaltak.
Now, we are actually in a very interesting situation because Gymnast has named himself Console and Tanjo is going for Dolphin, so it begs the question, which side? Are you Console gang or Dolphin gang?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Dolphin Gang as I am a student, which means I'm broke.
Ah,
But it seems we are off.
we are. And which island are we at? Tingle Island. They'll be coming back later, don't worry.
Yeah, a little bit early.
But yes, ironically, Tanjo plays on Console.
Yeah.
So, gotta keep that in mind.
And it looks like our dungeons are Forbidden Woods, Todji, and Wind Temple. So no Earth Temple this seed.
That is disappointing. Really disappointing.
I would like to say finally. I really don't enjoy Earth Temple.
I don't think anyone really enjoys Earth Temple, but I wanted to see how the runners treated it after 2 seeds of it screwing them over.
Yeah, that would be a lot of metagaming, for sure. Because at some point you start to get paranoid.
Yeah. I'm surprised the metagaming didn't hit game 2, but we're off to a very standard opening with Windfall, so they'll just be getting a couple of these checks and we'll move straight along.
Yeah. And, you know, it's not hard to commentate a Season 4 seed, but it is a bit of a routine, let's say. The beginning of the seed, unless you get a really good spawn, is usually get the 6 checks in Windfall, get 7 fairy sub, and then you see what you get from here.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yes, I did have an entire argument with Haley outside of chat. That is 2 Tingle statues, so we might be visiting our starting island a little early.
Yeah. And it's maybe it's gonna be one of those seeds where you get all 5s really, really quickly, and you pray that you did do all those efforts for nothing, and you get a piece of heart.
It is looking like our runners are very synced right now.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, actually.
The beauty and magic of having the exact same route.
Oh.
We can watch in 3D if we want. That's right, just cross your eyes a little bit.
Okay.
A sword.
Which I'm pretty sure was also the case in Game 2. They got an early sword from Tingle.
Probably. It'll be interesting to see if they are screwed over for swords for this game again.
Yeah.
Tingle gave it first as opposed to second. It's like the same check. You know, Cup, this is an interesting point, but I think routing in rupees is very timing dependent in Randomizer. Just because the chance of you actually getting rupees is a little insane. for example, like V just mentioned, we have 550,000 rupees in the pool right now.
It's quite a lot of rupees. But also, I think on game 2, Jim did the same thing, where he skipped on rupees, and Boomerang was on 20 rupee beetle, which, you know, could have changed some early routing, could have not. But also, we have to mention a bow.
True. It will be interesting because that will bring in DRI. They can go ahead and full clear that over there, and they could go for flight control platform. But no one really wants to do that with bow.
Yeah.
Or really any. They don't want to go there. You don't want to go there without leaf. No one does.
Yeah. It's also, I know experimented runners do it a lot, where you route in mother and child, but you store the chest and you get out to get Cyclos. I mean, it's not early, but it's routed in a way that it feels way smoother.
Yes, that makes sense. When it comes to sail jumping or sail pumping, you want to sail pump as you go up a wave, but if the wave, like if the water goes down or if it's flat, then sail jumping would be more optimal. But your timing has to be good. Looks like Jim might be doing exactly what you were just talking about, Captain.
Yeah. And tanjo3 is also going. Oh, okay.
Not
so
storing.
Yeah, no storing. tanjo3 is gonna do the storing method. So yeah, with the storing, you. Oh, that's a bit funky. It's not a super swim, but okay, you got it. With storing this chest, you want to get out of the island, and then you void out using this skull, which is a bit finicky. If you don't get it first try, I know some runners kind of struggle, but it looked like Tanjo got it fairly easily. So yeah, less than 10 minutes to get Cyclos.
Another, like a couple other options the runners could have taken is gambled, like pushed off Northern Ferry sub and go south after Windfall. Or you can go north after Headstone.
True.
And get it at Shark.
Yeah.
Artemis do it again.
And I think that's 6i Reef sub on Jim side. With the 2 armor goblins, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah, that's not on mine. I can't tell unless I see the table, because I didn't see him going. I was too busy focusing on Tanjo.
And it looks like Cyclos was a bust.
A worthless sub, because EGL is not anywhere close to what we need to do this seed.
And a third Tingle statue.
That's really annoying to see a Tingle statue there, because you don't know if that's like a pointless item or if that's going to be really important.
Okay, so I was wrong, because I see now that after resetting, Jim is at... I'm gonna open tracker.
No, I think he... I'm not
I think
sure
he saved.
did.
He saved on this quadrant, went to the sub on the far, the bottom right of the map.
Oh, 5 Isle.
Which is 5-star. And when he saw 5-star was dead, he resetted. He soft resetted to go back to Cliff Plateau coordinates, which is a strat commonly used, I would say.
It is commonly used because it is actually faster after
Oh,
5-star sub to warp all the way to Forest Haven and sail east.
Oop.
And the runners are synced again, but Tanjo got the storage first. Oh, that was beautiful.
Pretty unusual. It's the gym struggling on storages.
I mean, he got it second try. As long, in my opinion, first or second try is always going to be really good. But obviously, you want first.
I think I saw a few tries more than that, actually.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I take that back. And yes, Crystal, I do agree with you that it is a very rough storage spot.
That's a letter. Oh, that's rupee bag letter. So we got rupee bag and oh, wow, we got grapple.
Oh,
just
those
as we were
runners are
going.
going to be so annoyed about that.
Yeah. Oh, Jim, you have grapple. Just use your grapple. Okay.
It's faster to not use it because you skip this animation.
True.
It's just annoying to get it because they got all this chest storage and they didn't need it. Because they got the grapple at the grapple clip area.
So we know we stored a rupee bag somewhere in Cliff Plateau. We stored another thing. We'll see what it is, but and a Hyoi pear.
Gotta love pears. That's also kind of a slap in the face, because logically you use a pear to get in here, so you use a pear to get a pear.
Okay, we got some treasure shots.
Oh, divergence.
I think Jimmy's at your eye because this check actually had Leaf in the last race, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, there are 3 checks here right now. And depending on what he gets, he can either go east or west.
Okay, so we got mail on both sides. Ooh, and that's very, very gym routing. So he saved right after getting that pearl, and he's now going to check flight control side. If flight control has nothing, he just has to reset to get in front of the island and complete the ride. Which I learned from watching him do it, and I think it's really, really smart routing, but also kind of risky, because that's flight control sub with just a bow.
Thankfully, he is at 30 arrows, which makes it...
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to be scared, you're just going to be annoyed. If I came in here with, like, 10 arrows, I might feel a bit more scared.
True. Okay, that's not a bad spawn. Oh, that was really good spawn for a gym. Very nice.
Confirmation bias, but I feel like I can never get the 2 shots unless I have the bow on Z. Like, the 2-shot whispers,
Okay.
I just can't.
Also, I missed delivery bag and fire. Wow. Okay, so I missed delivery bag when it looks like Noctis to Mom gives fire nice, which is super early. That's less than 15 minutes.
Side ET.
Yeah, that's less than 16 minutes. Very nice. It's kind of crazy. That was under Liga. Okay.
Yes, and Jim got Ghost Ship from the flight control platform sub, so a lot of checks that we have to wait and see if they're useful. Jim is not buying the
Yeah.
statue. Oh, he has 11 rupees, that's why.
He doesn't have enough rupees. So Ghost Ship Shard is actually really interesting because Jim did not pass the time once, so it is still at Crescent, which is pretty close. So routing Crescent after DRI could be pretty good.
He'll probably route Paw Print in before Crescent, so he'll do DRI Paw Print Crescent.
Yeah, and it's gonna be time without changing the... Yeah.
Yeah, as long as he does Paw Print on the inside fast. The only downside to Paw Print is the fact that you can't get both of the lower chests, because we don't have bombs or power bracelets yet.
Or Leaf. Yeah.
Or Leaf, yeah. But it still could be worth it.
Ooh, smart from Jim, getting 10 rupees from that boulder.
I would never think to route in those rupees, because I did not know that that boulder was the guaranteed
Yep.
yellow rupee.
I just learned something. Which is why it's always very good to watch those races. Also, early diamonds, there's so much happening. It's hard to keep up, actually. But that was a very good early diamond stuff. Octopus.
See how Jim handles
It is game 3, so Jim and Tanjo both got a game. Tanjo won game 1, and Jim won game 2. So now it's the final game. No, I'm pretty sure that's a command, Crane.
Yeah, I know it's a command, but I think it's a command to, like, tell us. So I'm like, I just want to check if we're actually ahead, because I've been ahead before.
Me too. Actually, it happened to me quite a lot. So
The best part is when your other commentator gets really far ahead of you also commentating, and you're like, there's a problem. The Leaf can't be Master Sword Chamber because we have Forbidden Woods and Logic. What we're likely going to see is Leaf.
ooh.
I would say Leaf is probably going to be somewhere disgusting like Bomb Island.
Yeah, that's... Okay, so those bombs are hookshot locked. Hookshot locked. So hookshot has to be somewhere.
Hookshot can't be in Tachi.
And iron boots, which you need for Wind Temple. Okay, so hookshot is somewhere.
Hookshot can't be in Wind Temple, and it could be in Hop Across boxes, but that's very unlikely.
Yes. Maybe Forbidden Woods.
Hookshot
Yes,
could
also.
be in Forbidden Woods.
That
It
is
has
a
been
super
Forbidden
swim
Woods or
on Tanger's side. If you are photosensitive, please look away. We will tell you when you can look back.
We'll see if he can pull off a redemption and get into Islet of Steel.
True. Speed is looking alright.
Oh, he overshot. But he might be able to...
Okay,
That.
nice.
Oh my word, that was so close. So, I strongly recommend when you're off like that and you're going to try to correct using ESS, pause, buffer it.
Yeah.
Because what Tanjo was doing is he was risking not just a little bit of time, but a lot of time because he would have drowned and had to sail over here.
Also,
and get the ghost ship routing from Jim, like we talked about.
yeah, I don't think he did pop print. I think he did what I thought he would, which is just rush crescent. But I have to say, the combat on this ghost ship was insanely fast. Just really good on Jim's side.
Very nice that the whiz rope was not an issue.
Also, I'm not sure if Jim bought the 20 rupee tingle statue, but he has 3 in his inventory right now. So maybe he stored one in DRI.
Maybe, I don't really know. Oh, that was a good shot by Tanjo.
Yeah.
Din's Pearl coming out for Jim, so we have 2 of 3 pearls.
We do need those at some point. So that's
Rather
super early Nether Rock. Very good double shot.
Boulder. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I also don't think he bought a crystal. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna buy it now. At pop print. Same.
So that's what, 2 out of 5 that we know about?
Yeah. But a lot of different routing choices from a runner. We saw a lot of checks in 20 minutes. And there's the shot. Sphere 0. Still no bombs, that's actually kind of bad, because hookshot on, well, it's not on pop print technically. You could get it elsewhere, but getting the hookshot on pop print, and Jimmy's gonna see that his bombs are in diamond step, which means he's gonna double the pop print with the bombs he got from the hookshot. Oh, okay.
We'll see if he uses the Deku Leaf and does the flying across strat. He does have double magic, but it is not fast, is how I'll phrase it.
So Leaf was 4 hours per male. So he's probably gonna check all 3 checks. All 4 checks. Yeah, he got. Okay. 1 through portrait. Okay, that's really good. Getting Leaf there just saved Jim a lot of time.
He is going to have to save warp or death warp, but death warping wouldn't really make sense out of one of them. But we'll see if he tries to fly across first, or if he just gets the free one first.
Obviously gonna take this free chest first. For now, pop print is dead.
It's a French vanilla last seed Artemis. Unfortunately, there's no ET left, so I really wanted there to be an Earth Temple in this game.
Okay, so he does the fly. Okay, that's all 3 pearls.
Oh. That is really interesting.
So we are command method. Okay, so Jim's is dipping on pop print. He's not getting the last check. That's surprising.
It's a little surprising and not too surprising. I know Jim doesn't like to go out of logic too much, and that clip, if you haven't practiced it, and feel comfortable with it, I don't recommend doing it just because so much can
Yes.
go wrong and waste even more time. So to wait till you are more comfortable to get the check, I think is actually, in this case, could be an overall time save.
Yeah. So we're gonna see Tanjo completely clear paw print as he has his bombs because he did diamond step early. But yeah.
It'll be really interesting to see where Tanjo goes after this.
Yes. And we're gonna see bone mills. Nothing.
One off. Advocate, I think it would be faster to leaf and then use Fire and Ice as the backup strat. No, wait, the Fire and Ice doesn't trigger the cutscene. But you still skip the ladder, so I want to say leaf would be faster. But the backup strat is Fire and Ice. I personally think that after Tanjo is done with this little section here with Paw Print and Crescent, that I want him to go to Forest Haven, because with the exception of maybe one more sword and Boomerang, there's nothing that can help him.
True. Yeah. Boomerang is so big. I mean, to me, as a beginner runner, Boomerang in Forbidden Woods is just so good. But I know those runners are probably not gonna need Boomerang.
I would say for me, I view it that Boomerang is nice. Oh my, that is disgusting. That is not one that Jim is going to like. He's not going to like that.
Alright, so, I mean, let's be real. Does it really matter? Yeah, if Big Big is if Big Big is dead, it doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah, you're correct. It only has one.
Yeah, we don't have 18 logic, so it's actually not that big. But that does mean, that Jim is gonna need to get to Diamond Step as soon as possible, because you will need those bombs.
Yeah, it's annoying because if he had done the leaf strat, he could have gotten both checks without doing a save warp, which would have been a time save.
Yes.
But it's just one of those things where because that item was there, it's dumb, as opposed to...
Also, Jim is gonna do Cabana early without hammer.
That is interesting.
That is kind of slow.
He has hook shots, so it's not like the worst. You get to skip one section.
Yeah.
But that's it. I guess he can also use this to get some of the checks around, like maybe some parts of Bomb Island, like the Bomb Island sub. But
yeah,
probably go to
which is surprising to me because he doesn't have fire bracelets or bombs, so going there right now is not that. I don't know.
I think he would route this in with 6i, but I can't. Oh wait, that's where he just came from.
Yeah, I think he did it, right?
Yeah.
Wait, no, 6i is the Moblins. Did he do it? Oh yeah, he lived over it.
So I guess this is one of those, it's there and he can get it.
Yeah. Although that was really fast. And we are seeing Great Fish from Tanjo. Another check we did not see.
I personally would be annoyed having to go get it right now because there's nothing around Greatfish that you can get because he's already got an islet and all that, and we don't have Western
Yeah.
Ferry this season. So it's just kind of a one-off check that's a nuisance.
It is a Zelda though, so that's Grandma.
True, it's grandma time,
Which-
but based off his tracker, he's going to top G.
Yeah, which I think is the last... No, there's Oka too. We are almost at male percent. Jesus, that's a less than 30 minutes touchy entrance. It is still an out of logic touchy, as we do not have command melody. Well, at some point in the checks, we're gonna be out of logic. And Cabana is dead. Unfortunate for Jim.
It is unfortunate. We'll have to see if Tanjo's dungeon rushing is okay. I said this a lot in Season 3, and I'm going to say it again in Season 4. I think very strongly that if you have the stuff to full clear top G, like decently fast, so 1 bow or 2 bows, basically, if you can full clear it, you should go to top G over other checks, because the go mode is almost the
Wow.
exact same.
Command melodies in Light 2 Fires. That's
And a small key here.
That's actually disgusting. The logic right now in this seed is not very kind.
Yeah. Things are paying off for Tanjo.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, Tanjo just got all the right checks in a row. It's actually pretty insane.
Now, it still is... Well, there still are the questions of where is our third bow? And 3 swords. That is something very important to keep in mind, is that we're not missing 1 or 2. It's 3 swords.
Yeah, depending on the swords in this run, we might still have to full clear Wind Temple. Oh wow! So we got command, a small key, a map, and a compass in the first 4 checks of Taji. Yuck.
It'll be very interesting to see how the runners move forward with this. I'm talking especially with Tanjo's point of view, because he has everything he needs to clear every single dungeon. He can full clear Wind Temple, he would just have to cancel
He
in.
needs the hammer.
You can get around the hammer with door cancel.
Okay.
I know Tanjo can do. So I don't think he'll dungeon rush. I think he would rather wait for hammer and go Forbidden Woods first, but he also might just dungeon rush.
Maybe. And okay, so Jimmy's checking Forest Haven checks before completing Forbidden Woods. That's unusual, I would say, as I know completing Forbidden Woods just puts you there. But I won't be the one to deny runners are such as gymnasts.
I would say it's faster to do it before Godon.
Okay.
But the only way to know that is if you have already cleared the dungeon, in which case it's faster after. You just save yourself a save warp and leaving the dungeon as opposed to being placed outside the dungeon.
Big bomb bag.
That is
Cool.
painful to see, because we know where bombs are, and now he has a bomb bag. I wonder if he'll get both bomb bags before bombs. That's always a good meme.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you saw. I don't remember who the racers were, but bombs were go mode, and the second bomb bank was in ET, and bombs was beta male. No, it was. Wait, yes, it was beta male, I think, which was after completing ET. It was an insane race.
Definitely sounds like it. Tanjo, I'd say I'd call this like the halfway point almost for Tachi.
Yeah. Maybe
Angular
Pixel.
peak. Oh, this is not a dip you want to do.
Yeah.
Weird field for Angular. To do this, it hurts. I'm not gonna lie, it hurts to see. But we'll see. I mean, if the peak is something good, then what am I to say anything?
Yeah. But it kind of. Okay, so Jimmy's gonna store this chest, probably taking it to Headstone.
Probably, I can see that.
And I think that's gonna be a super swim.
Yeah, it will be a super swim. So if you
so,
are
photosensitive, please look away.
Nah, Cup, our trackers can handle it. I hope. Very good, yes, Advocate. Very good storage for this headstone.
Yeah, that's Headstone. Really good swim.
Bottle? Looks like it was a bottle at top of Angular Peak.
Which is technically not. Damn. Jing setting the wind.
Does Tanjo get this command melody skip? Oh, he does.
Perfect.
I think he's practiced it a lot because back in like season 3 and a little bit afterwards, it was a little infamous that he did not like this clip.
Okay.
Well, this
well,
skip.
I'm still struggling, and with all those different strats, I'm not sure which one is good for me. So that's another dead check for Jim. It's really looking like routing wise, it's really just unfortunate for Jim at this point, right?
Yeah.
But I guess that's the life of early sword and early bow. There's so much open to you. You have to make some gamble.
I mean, the way I would phrase it is, I don't think the runners really made any gambles. Both of the options that they took were like,
Yes.
Their routing so far has made sense. It's just at a split decision, Tanjo went one way, Jim went the other, and Tanjo, because it's randomizer, picked the right way.
Yeah. Absolutely. And we have a rat and loose.
Oh yeah, we have Hammer. So that's even more progression in Tachi. Even more Wind Temple progression in Tachi, I'd also like to point out, because that's Command Melody and Hammer.
Yep. Yeah, so dungeon rushing, maybe the right call. Still nothing on Jim's side.
I mean, Jim is clearing out these overworld checks for us, and they're just dead after dead after dead. So I support the dungeon rush very much this seed. I think it is the play.
Yep. Yep. Really, really good movement from Chanjo throughout this Taji. Oh no, Jim warping to outset, realizing he does not have a fairy in his bottle.
I think the worst one I've seen, more progression. That lets Tanjo do Big Pig before he does Headstone. Is I saw a runner put a fairy in a bottle, warp to outset, and then while they were sail pumping, they dropped the fairy.
Oof. Although I should probably not talk, as I was rolling right in front of Grandma's house, I misclicked and used my fairy in front of Grandma's house.
We've both done it at least once. Or twice. Yeah, this is more of Tower of the Progression.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which,
no ledge
as we know, Forbidden Woods is usually loaded, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm not sure what's the load in Forbidden Woods, but there's not much left to get.
I mean, we have, in terms
A few
of
swords.
progression, it's 3 swords, 1 bow, boomerang, ghost ship chart, but we know where ghost ship chart is, cabana deed, and 2 songs, and quite a few shards of the Triforce. In terms of go mode, it's 3 pieces of the Triforce, 3 swords, 1 bow.
Yeah.
Oh, that is correct. Jim did scum EGL.
Yes, we did get EGL at some point. I'm pretty sure it was 5-star sub, because that's where he's come to get to Cliff Plateau.
That's right. That would make sense. I think the hardest decision that's going to be coming up, and this is for Tanjo's side, is does he clear Overworld after this, or does he go to another dungeon? And if so, which dungeon? Because he can full clear both of them. But go moding Forbidden Woods is really nice, but it's also a really easy full clear.
Yes, as in go moding Wind Temple is just insanely fast if you get your small key early, and full clearing it is kind of a pain.
So Artemis, one of the other reasons I think it's really hard is because we have so much progression missing. I would almost prefer to go to Wind Temple and full clear it, because I already know I'll have to search for a key in a go mode, and then go to Forbidden Woods. But if we leaned more towards a very small amount of progression, 1 or 2 or 3 items, then I would go to Forbidden Woods first. But that
Which
is
there's also something, that Oh, so that's Boomerang on Grimamel, I believe, which maybe is gonna push Jim towards Forbidden Woods.
I mean, I think Jim is still going to go over and get Horseshoe and Diamond Step.
Diamond Step, probably, yes.
And then he'll be split between Forbidden Woods and Taji, and we'll have to see where he goes.
Yeah. But yeah, I saw Tanjo equipped his bottle, so he's probably gonna pick up a fairy and go save Grandma. So getting that boomerang after Grandma might just push him over the edge towards Forbidden Woods. Also, have we seen?
to warp anyway. You have to
Yeah.
warp to win Temple or
True.
Forbidden with Grandma, so it's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
a 50-50 in which way you want to warp.
I don't think we've seen Horseshoe.
We have not.
Yeah, I think that's a new check. Another new check from Jim.
It's actually a little sad because if Tanjo had come to Horseshoe, there is salvage core here, and he would have gotten the hook shot and would have been able to get it and Diamond Step at the same time.
Yeah.
But now he's going to be split between going back to outset, getting headstone checks, and getting Horseshoe. And that is definitely not a fun position to be in.
And Jim is just fully committing to the cheat. He knows Shoe. Not even getting the first hole. Oh, he's gonna get the last hole though. For sure.
I guess he figures he has to get it in anyway so that he can get the chest.
Yeah,
And
but you can cheese it by squeezing by the left side of those lines.
yeah, I think he just decided that if he has to do it anyway, and why cheese it when he can instead just do the consistent way that's slightly slower. So it's just a minor trade-off of consistency.
So Wincode's Aria, not required for runners, obviously. Still, it puts all the checks in Wind Temple in logic.
I was about to say, it's like, man, Tanjo got a Triforce shard. That's really good. Then I'm like, he just beat a boss. He beat a boss.
What a nice surprise!
Gymnast very happy that he's going to be getting his bomb soon.
Yeah, and what was it? Hairboos. And Joe checking hop across. Really nice clip.
It's nice to clip there because it allows you to skip water RNG, and it looks like his leaf pumps are so good that he'll be able to skip like a climbing animation, which is like, that's
insane.
Nice. But he
To
did
be
mess
honest,
up the roll.
Yeah, to be honest, both our runners are pretty cracked at the game.
Water RNG, just the water cycle. So it's not RNG, but depending on how good or bad you are, changes where you are in the cycle. Power bracelets are the chest, the right chest, right boulder chest.
Behind Boulder.
Bomb shoot paw print. Brains all over the place.
Also, I think there was a Tingle statue in Uppercross.
It was a shard. We already have all the Tingle statues.
A shard? Okay.
If you see gold now, it's good. Gold is good. Because we have command melody. So it's either going to be light arrows or shards.
Yeah, Dodgy was actually stacked.
I think there was maybe one check that wasn't progression or like force.
Yeah. There was command melody, fade bag, a bottle, hammer, and a shard. 2 shards if you count Coden's shard. Insane.
Tanjo is... I don't don't think Tanjo even pulled out his leaf, so I think he just decided that he was going to kill as opposed to leaf past things.
Yeah. Which is, I mean,
He missed leaf pumps. Thank you for catching that, chat. I am no longer good at commentating. I can't keep track of 2 runners. I'm ashamed.
I mean, to be honest with you, those are 2 insane runners, and they're just doing a lot of things really fast.
Yep.
And we're gonna go see Hankel.
No, trackers aren't supposed to pay attention. Commentators just curse our viewers and our runners. And Ankle has a sword. That's rude.
Kind of, yeah. But we're halfway there with our swords. I'm sorry. It seems Tanjo is back at outset for Grandma and Big Pig. Oh, I didn't see that. That's the jingle tuner on Islet.
Yep.
Good meme.
This means that we can do 0 bomb, so Godon is not an issue. Morph hover routes are not an issue. Gonna see. I don't think Tanjo's gotten Great Fish, so I think this is another new check.
No, he did. He did. I'm pretty sure we saw it get it, and I think he was either dead or a shard. I don't know. So yeah, with this boomerang, oh no, Jim fell. Unfortunate. Oh yeah, so that's not a shard. So it's probably nothing. Jim, what are you doing?
Jim is trying his best. This is slightly faster because it allows him to skip having to swim all the way back to the spiral. And then hook shot here is so just barely faster, but
No! Tanjo tried to skip advancing time to not hit the pig, but that he angered it, and he got one-shotted.
yeah, he got yeeted by the pig instead of eating
Yep.
the pig.
So that's a punish right there.
The pig didn't dig up an item, it dug up his grave.
A good minute time loss for Tanjo. And I think he's gonna try again. Not into switching the time of day. Okay, the ping is angry.
Death to Big Pig. I am loving how Big Pig has been accepted by the community in Season 4.
Yeah.
So just we think that Jim is a Trevor.
And he
Aw.
resetted it. Oh, that's
Oh, there's a shard.
okay.
That's actually
So-
really good.
Forbidden Woods already loaded.
The death
Yeah.
save Scott. That's actually true, Jay. That's good. Yeah, Cup, I think that's a really good way to phrase it. And once again, it's Tanjo got far ahead because he went to someplace loaded and Jim was doing the overworld, and now it looks like they've swapped. So now Tanjo might be clearing a lot more of the overworld while Jim is doing dungeons. But he also has Forbidden Woods up on his tracker, so I am less confident about that.
Yeah, but if Tanjo decides to complete his overworld before going to Wind Temple, we might see some catch-up from Gymnast. Because at this point, Jim has what? Fire Mountain, Ice Ring, and I'm pretty sure that's it. Chad is gonna correct me, but I'm fairly certain Jim has completed all his overworld except for Fire Mountain and Ice Ring.
And Paw Print.
Yeah, he has that last check on Paw Print, which has power bracelets.
Oh, an Angular Cave and Bomb Island.
Yeah, okay. Well, okay, so that's... I was wrong.
It's one of those things where it's like, off the top of your head, you're like, yeah, there's not a lot of overworld left, and then you have to like think through it, and you're like, oh, that's like 10 checks.
Yeah, but I also... The thing is, I saw Tanjo do Need a Rock Cave, so to me it was done. No, I'm pretty sure... Wait. Oh no, that's Angle Cave. Yeah, no, that's right. Bomb Island. I think none of our runners did Bomb Island.
Yeah, we haven't seen Bomb Island because Tanjo hasn't been over there. And when Jim was over there, he couldn't do it.
True.
And honestly, Bomb Island sucks, so I cannot blame any runners.
Yeah. So does Fire Mountain. Ice Ring is a bit more surprising.
I'm okay with Fire Mountain. I don't think it's the worst. Ice Ring, the ice mechanics are annoying, but all in all, it's like straightforward.
Oh no, Jim.
And that really sucks for Jim. If we assume that each of those is one story, Link just fell like 45 feet on his side.
I'm sure he's okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's walking it off. He's fine.
So, Tanjo is completing Overworld, actually. Not gonna do Forbidden Woods just yet. But we know that all those checks are pretty much dead.
It's a 50-50 on how I feel about this. Because on one hand, we know pretty much all of Overworld is dead, like you just said. But it also means that once he does go into finishing off with dungeons, he can be very confident that he'll hit go mode in them.
Oh yeah, but
or that he'll
on the other hand,
clear all of them.
That's also kind of the case for Jim. Because at this point, if Jim's decides to go to his dungeons and just keeps getting those checks, especially Forbidden Woods and Tachi, he's gonna hit go mode maybe in the middle of Wind Temple. Assuming he's not missing progression. Yeah.
It's the difference of having like no overall checks as opposed to a couple. Yeah. When you have that handful, there's always that fear. So like we already mentioned, Jim has that handful of the fire and ice checks. Whereas Tanjo might not. Once again, it depends on what he does from this point. So it is very interesting.
Yeah. Also, that's bomb bag and quiver. And I'm pretty sure that was also the case in game 2 or game 1, I don't know. But those runners just keep getting more consumables.
You know, we really just think that they're bad, so we're trying to give them as much as we can, so that, you know, they can just take the time they need. So that's why, you know, they have double magic, they have the quiver, they have the bomb bag. It's just so that they can waste. Because, you know, they need to.
If there was 2 runners in our community that we could confidently say that they're bad, it's probably Gymnast and Tanjo.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I cannot see a reality where that isn't the case.
Meanwhile, Chad, he's having the time of his life doing puns on Quiver.
They are just quivering in excitement about puns.
Jesus.
I have not seen that path in Fire Mountain that Tanjo just took. I like that. I'm going to do that.
Having a bit of trouble to fight those things.
Magtails.
Magtails, thank you.
Yeah, they are... The enemy names are really weird. The birds, it's like Kagaroks, and I just don't even care about that anymore. I just call them birds.
Fair.
There's Cabanadine.
Which is, you know, progression, technically.
It's technical progression, so it technically counts, but yeah, it's kind of useless for Jim at this point.
Also, I don't know if Jim is planning to store this. Nope. Just gonna do the hookshot strat.
Wasn't there a small key in one other seed here? In one of our 3 games? I could have sworn there was a small key right there.
Did we get Forbidden Woods in one of those games? Because if it's one,
key chest, yeah, it was game 2.
Yeah, okay. Because I think game 1 didn't have Forbidden Woods.
First one was Tatji in both of the temples. The second one was Forbidden Woods, Earth Temple, and Forsaken Fortress.
Oh, yeah, maybe. So, Forbidden Woods was not super loaded.
Yes,
we did get a piece of cheese at the beginning, but other than that, not that much excitement. The really exciting part is gonna be, is Jim gonna just go in Taji now, or finish his overworld?
I strongly feel that Jim should finish his overworld, so he can know after Wind Temple, like he'll either get go mode in Wind Temple or know it's Hyrule. Take the gamble out completely. But there's a reason that I'm never in the top 8, so don't always take what I say to be the word in the law.
Also, Tanjo is opting to do grapple skip for 7. So both our runners are doing Forest 7 checks before getting Forbidden Woods. In the case of Tanjo, I wouldn't say understand, because grapple skip is way faster. But yeah. That also means that Tanjo is gonna have to do the same trick again to get into Forbidden Woods.
Yeah, it's an interesting. I think I like this route because, I mean, you could do Forbidden Woods. Actually, no, wait, that's a total lie. Total lie. I take it all back. Do Forbidden Woods first because that puts you into Forest Haven already, and then you just do the bulbs.
Yeah. And with this last mail from Orca. Oh, okay.
Angular.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, Jimmy's gonna go to.
I'd hope he could play Angular. There's not a better time.
Probably Ice Ring before that, right?
No, he's going southwest, so he's going to do Angular and then go up.
Huh. Is that faster?
It's not necessarily faster, but it's not necessarily slower. It kind of just depends.
I don't know, that's true. But I wouldn't say Forbidden Woods is that much faster.
It's a mixture of yes and no. Forbidden Woods is significantly faster than Tachi, just because Tachi has those mandatory cutscenes, and Forbidden Woods doesn't. It's also not as fast because take something like getting over there. So there are some very painful mistakes you can make in Forbidden Woods that could make it equal Tachi time. But once you factor in the bosses, Forbidden Woods is definitely faster.
Yeah, also, Tanjo just did Forest Haven checks and nailed. Just went and did his ghost ship.
Yeah, so it looks like he's planning to full clear Overworld before entering into another dungeon. Which makes sense. He already had a loaded dungeon, so the chance of another heavily loaded dungeon, or 2 heavily loaded dungeons in a 3-dungeon seed, is not super high. And so this could just be kind of taking the more safer opportunity and just getting those other checks that are around.
Yeah, also, Overworld's just continuing to be dead. Checks after checks. Kind of insane.
Oh, wait, Blondie, you're right. What the? Okay, runners, where did Jim get his light arrows?
What?
Did anyone in chat see where Jim got
Oh
light
yeah, he
arrows?
has lights. What?
Was that at Angular?
No,
that
that was not
in Woods?
No.
Probably stored them. Okay,
was
that makes sense. That makes sense. Storing them Forbidden Woods makes sense.
Yeah, I think it was the last chest he stored in Forbidden Woods.
Probably something he stored. Only reason I missed it. Oh, Tomal. Storage is amazing. I'm sorry.
So that's a shard on... I think we're missing one Overworld shard, actually.
Correct.
Yeah, we are. We are.
It's 1 Overworld shard, and now only
And
3
2 swords.
Oh,
well,
2
2.
swords, because ankle sword.
Because we know... Well,
There's...
Jesus. Okay. This seed is just picking up. And I think with Bomb Island Cave, that's the last Overworld check we never saw.
Tomal, that would still put Jim at the wrong amount if there are 2 in Tachi, because that would give him 4 overall, unless you're including... Oh, you're including the bosses. Okay, never mind, that makes sense. Yeah, we know where all the Overworld shards are. Now, do we as commentators know where they are? No. But we don't need to focus on that.
Wait. Jim has 5. There's 1 inside. Wait, no, we know. Yeah. No, that's right. Trackers are just better than us, obviously. Oh yeah, upcross. Yeah, no, yeah. So that's hop across, go down, and wind temple boss.
Let's play Zelda speedruns attempts to count. And I like math. Attempting to count is sad. Trevor's turn 8, that kind of sucks for Tango.
Yeah. So our last sword is in wind temple.
Yeah?
So after completing Touch G, Gymnast is gonna be... that's actually kind of terrifying, because if Gymnast does not go immediately to Wind Temple, he's gonna lose a lot of time in Overworld, because he's gonna have to check
No, we
Needle
don't want
Rock
him to immediately
Cave.
go to Wind Temple. We don't want him to do that because I think he's already got Needle Rock, but we don't want him to immediately go to Wind Temple because he will full clear it, and he does not need to. He just needs the last sword. Now, that might be in Hyrule and he full clears it, but we need him to go to Angle, because that's the one he's still missing.
True. Oh yeah, oh fuck. Yeah, so that's actually kind of scary for Jim. A good news for him is that Tanjo is actually doing some dead checks right now.
Yes.
Although he's gonna be a little bit faster because he has hammer, so his cabana is gonna be at least a minute faster than what Jim did. But yeah, Tanjo is just missing. Yeah, so Tanjo is actually missing Ice Ring in both dungeons, and that's it.
Yeah, Artemis, I think Tanjo is just doing a sweep south, so he's going to do...
Yeah.
Oh, but he can't do Pain Healer. So yeah, he'll go to Ice Ring, and then probably do Forbidden Woods, because Orca Male has it. We want him to go Wind Temple, actually.
Probably.
Oh, Jim memeing about an unbuffered manual super swim as he waits for the water to rise. A man after my heart.
Yeah, actually, I think Linkus did unbuffered manual super swim to get into Islet in one of the races very early on this tournament.
Look, sometimes you just gotta use the tools you have. And when that tool is moving a stick at very high speeds, you do it.
Well, yeah, while completely destroying your wrist.
You know, if you do it right, it doesn't destroy your wrist too much. It's your elbow that really kills.
Yeah.
Your wrist still kills, but because we do it for such a short amount of time, it's not too bad. But it's the elbow.
But yeah, I imagine being Jim right now, having such a bad time in the overworld, and just getting every progression item in both his dungeons right now is gonna feel pretty good.
That... Oh, see, this is a nuisance, because that means there's a go mode item in each dungeon. We have light arrows and the shard, but I don't really count the shard in Forbidden Woods because it's the first chest.
Yeah.
But we have the bow, which we don't know where it really was, and we have a sword in Wind Temple.
Yeah.
And so that placement can really change how things go.
Yeah. It might still be a race.
I mean, it's a race until Ganondorf is stabbed through his head, but
yeah,
how close of a race that is a different question.
with this ice ring check from Tanjo, if he goes straight to Forbidden Woods, which I think he will not. I think that's Angular. He's gonna check top of Angular.
That's painful.
Yep, that's a lot of time.
It's knockout, right? We are in the losers bracket, so the loser of this game loses the round and is kicked out.
And he's forced to do more Scarlet Sword HD runs.
Well, you're assuming Gymnast wins. If Tanjo wins, I don't think he'll go to running Skyward Sword HD.
No, he's gonna do marbles on stream.
Classic Tanjo.
And I think that's gonna be a super swim from Tanjo. So if you are photosensitive, please look away.
He's going to the sub. Oh, this is smart. It's a sucky swim, but it's smart.
Yeah. Yeah, as Koala is saying, I think Tanjo is just trying to get both his Dungeons Go mode, which we know is quite foolish in this seed.
It's the classic randomizer thought error, where you're like, man, it's so fast if I can just not do these dungeons, and then the other part of your brain is like, yeah, but you realize that you should go do them as they're really check dense and it's where you want to be. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah,
that's a lot of pain for Tanjo. That's another swim that he failed.
That is indeed painful. Also, really good boomer strats from Jim.
Very good. No, he's going to 5-star. He wants his overworld done. He doesn't want to think about it.
Man.
It will be a risk. It is a risk.
Yeah.
Jim doesn't have too much still missing. Big Pig wasn't required, so he doesn't need paw print. Doesn't need to worry about that. Doesn't need to worry about Big Pig. If he just gets ankle,
as viewers, we know Jim just need to go to ankle and Forbidden and Wind Temple.
Jim doesn't know that, yeah. So it's a question of, will Jim risk having a handful of one-off overworld checks left? Which is a risk we know Tanjo is not willing to take because he's not taking it.
Yeah, clearly.
And go to Wind Temple, or will Jim want his overworld clear before Wind Temple?
Yeah. Yeah, if Jim wants to complete overworld, it's going to be a bit of a pain because he actually needs some succession of checks because he's going to need to get first go to pop print to get his power bracelets, to then come back to outset to get his big pig, and then go to well, at some point he has Encois in there because he's going to get his 5th statue. Well, actually, right about now, I think.
Oh my word. Tanjo's going to Wind Temple first. He wants to go mode Forbidden Woods, and depending on where that bow is, he might just get his wish. We need to figure out where that bow was.
We also need to figure out where the sword in Wind Temple is. So that means he's gonna full clear Wind Temple, which Jim might not need to do.
You know, Tommel, if I wasn't commentating, I would go figure it out, but I am, so I'm not going to.
Well, I'm pretty sure it wasn't the first two storages, so Holding Tree and the first storage you do in Forbidden Woods, but I'm not sure what was the first stored chest Jim did.
Okay. And yeah, Advocate, you are right. Lights were not in Forbidden Woods' basement. So that's at least half the dungeon. But once again, the main thing that will likely decide the race, in my opinion, once again, my opinion, is what Jim does after Tachi, and if he wants to full clear his overworld or go to Wind Temple.
Yeah. Yeah, last sword location is going to be a really interesting information to have. Because if it's in the way of getting the small key, and Jim decides to full clear overworld anyway, it might still be really fast for him, because that's going to be a really fast gun mode Wind Temple. But then again, we're not really sure where the bow for Tenjo is located in Forbidden Woods. So it's kind of a battle of information right now. Well, I'm not sure, Koala, because I saw Jim use his bow at some point during the dungeon, and he did not have light arrows. But then again, he may not have voided out at this point, so you may be right.
Koala, according to our tracker for him, he stored like 5 chests, so the answer is quite a few. Chest by bulb storage? Do you mean...
So that's Holding Tree?
That's not Hole and Tree, that's... Oh, what is the name of that chest?
Oh. Also, please ping Chuba. Because we just got Bogo Baba Seed.
Inside Hollow Tree's mouth. That's the one I'm thinking of, so that would be second room, bottom.
Okay, so bottom of second room.
Yeah, Hole and Tree is the 4th room.
4th room, yeah. Also, please pay a really close attention to... Oh no!
That's going to cost him a lot of time.
Oh no!
Wait, does he have to be?
I think that's tragic. I don't think he got... Because he was setting up storage. Does he? What's happening?
Check your map, Jim. Jim, check your map. He might have just been doing that for, like, time. Like, cut off a little bit of time by cutting out the text box and the animations.
Maybe. I mean,
he has... That's right. He has to have it. He probably...
Yeah, he has to have it. He just... Yeah. He full cleared Touchy. Okay. That was weird.
We'll have... That'll be something we'll ask him.
Yeah.
Gotta be muscle memory from what, Cub? It's not a hundo strat. Why are you going to store the big key? You're going to be blind for the entire thing because of that.
So I will be right back. I need some water in my system.
Sounds good. Chat, if you are forgetting to hydrate, please go ahead and hydrate. Dunzy, that is because there have been 3 today. Actually, important fact about Big Key, like storing the Big Key in vanilla, it's actually worse because it blacks out your screen. We don't get that because all of our chests are technically brown chests, so they don't fade out. And because of how chest storage works, that means you would have to do the entire Big Key skip in the dark.
Which is not fun.
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's really bad. I haven't tried it yet because I don't want to suffer.
Also, a really good gun for Jim, really clean movement from Tanjo, just all around fantastic gameplay. Oh yeah, also, Tanjo does not have light arrows for Wind Temple, which Jim is gonna have, which is really fast. That's actually such an interesting race.
It is.
Oh no! Oh, that's so bad!
There is visible annoyance on Tanjo's face.
Because he stored left alcove to get into that. No.
He doesn't have the song. That's
yeah. No, he has the song, but that means that he has to bring my car.
No, I think he save warped out of the song. He save scummed it. So what he's going to have to do is the route that I would personally take is he's going to take this pot here, open the grate. Then you want to turn on the fan, and you can store either middle of hub room, 7 Armos, or top of hub room, and bring that for the same skip. So there are backups, but it does still suck. He can also just do the roll clip strat that doesn't require storage, but that one is very hard in my opinion.
And it's pretty scary. Because I think you need 2 lift pumps, right?
It is leaf pumps. The part of it that I don't like is getting onto the grate and getting off the grate at the right time. That's what I find to be the hardest part about the trick. The roll clip and the leaf pumps after, they're roll.
Small comment. That 7 Amos room was juicy.
Very.
And there's a sword. Okay.
Can you imagine if he just, like, raid quit and decided that he was going to skip that check? He would have been so salty. So unbelievably salty.
Man! Oh wow! And Jimmy's going straight to ankle. That might actually just set off Jim's alarm.
It just depends on where does Jim go.
Yeah. If he does not go to Wind Temple right now, it's anyone's race. I think if Jim's decide to go to Wind Temple right now, that's it.
I'm not going to confidently say that's it, but I will say it is heavily in his favor, just because Tanjo really only has like 4 checks left in here. And they're not, like, besides the last check, they're not that slow. Where Jim still has to do the first part, so it's really hard to say.
One thing I will say, and I was thinking about this for a while. Is it fair to assume that Tanjo is gonna do Forbidden Woods the same way Jim did? With all the Oh wow. Yeah, I'm gonna finish my thought. So if Tanjo does Forbidden Woods the same way Jim did, with all the same storages, as we had trouble knowing where he got his light arrows, Tanjo might take a while to realize that he has light arrows. So he might delay his go mode because of storages.
I don't see that happening. I personally think that we missed it because we weren't looking for it. I know I wasn't looking for it.
Maybe.
And
okay,
when I am
interesting.
storing things and doing those strategies, I am keeping better track.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like Pixel just said, you pay extra attention when you're at one item left.
True. Fair enough, I would say. But still, that combination of decision for Jim was pretty spicy.
It was.
Because
Jim hasn't realized it, but he made literally the choice that could win him the game, and likely will.
Yep. Because he has to... I think small key was pretty early. Actually, maybe not, because I don't think Tanjo... Does Tanjo?
No, Tanjo hasn't gotten any small keys yet, so both of these are small keys. So that's probably why he didn't break the floor. It's because he doesn't have to. That being said, I have never seen this with the jump slash strat. Just sliding.
Yep.
Big Key Chest was the sword advocate.
yeah.
No, Tanjo! Tanjo, no! That's the other small key, no!
That's actually really surprising coming from a runner like Tanjo. And I'm gonna say it. Oh yeah, 7 Amos was sword.
Oh, I thought it was the Big Key Chest.
No, he died. He died in Big Key Room.
I guess
That's where he died.
I thought he restored into it. I guess I might have looked over at Jim and then back, and I thought, oh yeah.
No, yeah. He died in...
In that case, he might be doing this so that he can know if Big Key Chest is dead. Which, I mean, we know it is. But now he doesn't know.
Yeah, so that room was still double small key.
I was right, and that's really weird.
I think he's still gonna just complete his dungeon.
I think he'll just say it's empty and move along.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the time to get it now is just too much.
Yeah. So it's going to be really interesting to see the routing from Jim. Also,
he's just given up on Wind Temple potentially because he didn't try to kill the Wizro when he first got in here.
oh wow.
So he
okay.
might just go about this dungeon and move straight on.
Wow. Okay.
Honestly, this is exactly what he needs to be doing.
Yeah. It is still incredibly risky. Like, if we didn't know, that would be kind of insane, right?
Oh yeah.
Because if Forbidden Wood is dead, those two checks could have been literally his gun.
Jim did bottom before top in game 1. Gosh dang it, Jim. Top is faster.
Also, Jim is not taking any risks. Just gonna destroy the Songstone.
I mean, this is really good for Tanjo. Tanjo needs Jim to waste as much time as possible. Like, you can see in Tanjo's movement, in the way that he's checking his tracker, he is on edge for this game.
Yeah, but as I was saying, light arrows in Wind Temple, kind of a big deal.
True.
Also, it is gadget time. You are required below to post a gadget. Oh well.
jam. Oh, wait, do I just match this? Oh, no, I hadn't seen chants yet. That's weird.
Yeah, chants are an addition, I guess.
This is still an insanely close race.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Nothing is decided at that point.
Like this is the part of the race where we see that the runners' previous choices and where they're lining up now have been to the point where the small mistake matters. It doesn't matter so much at the beginning if you can make up time, but at this point it's like you do not want to make a mistake.
Yeah.
Pixel, I think that as well. I think it also depends on where it is.
Yeah. No, I really think that's it.
Because if it's hole and tree and Tanjo does small key skip without a void, then that means he will not notice it till mini boss, which is Monka S.
Yeah, if Tanjo voids after each storage, or just straight up try and finds LA as quick as possible in Forbidden Woods, it's anyone's race.
Okay, Jim, are you going up or are you down?
So he's activating a win, which he needs to do. He's going to
activate the win, but then he's going to do bottom first. This is exactly what Tanjo needs.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the items that Tanjo still needs are in Forbidden Woods.
Yeah, but
preferably in Forbidden Woods.
Yeah, his last shard is first chest, so that's a given. And light arrows are either second room or fourth room.
Now, something that could have Jim on the edge of his seat right now is he still has the overworld sections left, and he hasn't found sword yet. And now he's going to get 2 small keys, and he might just think
if he gives up.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, if he gives up on Wind Temple, that's insane. And probably a game-winning play for Tanjo.
I do not see him giving up on Wind Temple. I'm just saying, like, this could be on his mind. Like, just that pressure of, shoot, I might have just messed up.
Hmm. Yeah. But with those 2 small keys,
he's on our edge.
Yeah, he's probably gonna. Maybe not. He's not gonna go up top.
Well, getting the mini boss right now makes sense because he's already down here. But it's just that question of what is he going to do after?
Yeah.
Tanjo is at his Triforce shard. He just needs light arrows.
Okay, so he's still gonna do.
What he should do is store this chest, get the top chest, void out in the next room, check items.
But Jim with those light arrows, just zooming through that dungeon. At this point, I'm not going to be surprised if it's a Hyrule race.
It could come down to that, and you can see that Tanjo is feeling the pressure.
Oh yeah. And I would not be surprised if Jim is, well, he's probably Jim, so you know. He has the Jim face, but...
he has the Jim face, but I think he's Monka S.
Maybe, yeah, maybe a little stress on the inside.
So Jim's last sword is where he's about to go. Like, he is actually en route to get his last sword, which is really good for him.
That's go mode for Jim. After these chests.
So it literally is like where's light arrows?
Yeah.
Tanjo's not gonna avoid that in check. That is very bad.
Yeah, so that was one of the scenarios I talked about. where Tanjo is just gonna do his dungeon as per usual.
No, there's light arrows. Holy crap! Go mode back to back. It's now on to bosses. Tanjo has a definite advantage because getting Calademos to this point is like 2 rooms.
Yeah.
Well, Calademos, not Mulgara.
Yeah, but Mulgara is, I would say, a little bit slower in this situation for Jim.
Yes.
So...
this is going to come down to Hyrule.
Yeah, probably a Hyrule race.
Oh, trackers, can we please get a go mode marking for Jim?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Tanjo's going to store this chest and then bring it into Calademos. Jim still has to go through this hallway, and so he has this room, the hallway room, with the fans, and then he's pretty much at Mulgara, and he has the big key. Taco, I don't think he's going to go for a 1 cycle, though. Jim has taken very consistent, very non-risky strats this entire seed. So I don't see him taking the chance of pause buffering for 1 cycle.
Considering this is, game 3, not surprising.
Tanjo has the boomerang, so he is in a really good position right here with Calademos.
Very good. Boomeranging too.
I mean, it's a 4 cycle boomerang, so I can't call that good. It's faster than bombs, but I can't call this boomeranging good.
I was seeing a 3 cycle, a free boomerang, but you know.
One is perfect. 2 is what I personally would want. Because 1 cycling Calademos when you have consistent quick spins is decently easy, but that is Tanjo being done with the overworld, Triforce completed, he is on to Hyrule, and Jim just has to beat Mulgara. Can we get it in? Okay, audio has already been swapped over to Jim. Thank you. Cat Jam.
But also a Monkey Cat Jam, because that race is actually insane.
So, from my best guess, Tanjo will likely be breaking the barrier by the time Jim is out of Wind Temple.
Yeah.
Or entering Hyrule. That will be about their time difference.
It's probably gonna come out to PG.
And that is hard to say, because Tanjo had a really good PG last time, but Jim always has a good PG.
Yeah.
Because he's been running the game for so long, he is very consistent. Not to say that Tanjo doesn't have good PGs, simply the consistency mattered. If Jim had gone top first, I think Jim might have a little bit of a lead in Hyrule, but we still would have come down to Hyrule.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's... Yeah, because Mulgara is dead, and Barrier is not complete, is not broken on Tanjo's side. So I would say maybe a minute and a half of lead for Tanjo.
Yes.
Yes.
Jim checked everything besides top of hub and killed many enemies.
Yeah.
Pixel, this is where any runner has shivers.
Yeah.
Game 3
Probably
entering
even Jim.
Hyrule and the other runner isn't done and it's 143. You're like, oh man.
Oh yeah, you have that rest time page on your monitor, and you're just sweating. Also, I have to say, at some point, this is game 3 in a row for both runners. They have done more than 6 hours of rando at this point. That's, to me, that's insane. Because you have to really reset mentally in between each races. Just make sure you don't mix your routing, don't mix your checks. It's pretty insane if I would say so myself. But yeah, Jim entering Hyrule as Tanjo is killing Papa Ganon. Not that big of an advantage.
Definitely. Like you were saying with the 6 hours, it shows a lot of the dedication and the time that the runners have already put in to be able to play like they are after 6 hours.
Oh yeah.
Cutscene, but like what cutscene? That is true. At barrier break. Okay, so Pixel, you were very right. It's about 2-minute lead.
So yeah, at this point, each missed shot from any of our runners could be the deciding factor for this race. This whole race. Which, you know.
Hey, I mean, if Tanjo just chokes really hard right now, it's only going to be sad. But he got that snipe, so
Well,
it looks like Tanjo is locked on. Or not.
missed the second shot? Okay.
Okay, got...
Okay.
I was really scared that I just, like, commentator's curse and he was going to take, like, 15 blind shots. But no, he... Oh.
You really want to be done? Okay.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
I am supposed to jinx it, chat. Okay? Don't be mad at me doing my job. Tanjo is done with PG1, which is the Monka S1. The next two
Absolutely.
are straightforward.
But also, at this point, your opponent is still not finished. 1 hour is 36. Missing a crib shot. That's gonna be stressful.
I think it's stressful, but this is Tanjo's game to lose, like someone said in chat a little bit earlier. All he has to do is play, like, don't take it risky. So you can see that he went for crit, but that's totally fine because he has double magic.
He got one. He got one crib, so that's PG2 right now.
And then, honestly, doesn't even have to go for Trog. He can, but bomb strats are totally fine. He just needs to play it safe. But at the same time, like you were saying,
doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Jim could be on Ganon right now.
But no, he's playing it safe. No Trog. Very quick
really?
PG3. That was some good RNG. That's not
No
good
way.
RNG. Tanjo, you just have to shoot him.
Oh, and Jim missed the first shot on PG. Okay.
Good 2 shots by Jim.
Yeah, and Papagan is just right in his face. Okay, PG1 is done. Oh man. What? I have to say, what a race. Really, just...
we cannot make a runners do a game 4. I am sorry.
Yeah, I would pay good money for a game 4 between those two.
Oh, Tanjo, no. Come on. It has
Equip to
always
sleeve.
been... Oh, okay, he's
Okay.
good. Tanjo, occasionally he just has a little bit of trouble. He gets the Pog Slide, though, and he's going to drink his soup
Yeah.
and move on to Ganondorf, while Jim is finishing off Phase 2.
Yeah. At this point, there's not a lot that could go wrong for Tanjo.
I mean, he could die. It would be really weird, but he could.
Yeah. Okay, that's phase 1. PG2 is done. For Jim, that's phase 2.
And... Oh,
Zelda misses a shot. If you Tanjo right now, you're just shitting yourself. And that's GG.
GG. Oh my word.
What a race between our two runners. Give it up for Tanjo, finishing up right before the 1 hour and 50 minutes mark.
At least until the spoiler log tournament starts.
Oh,
Well,
no.
It lasts very
Hello.
long.
I think we
Hello.
got both our runners in incomes.
Hello.
GG's to, well, both of you, I guess.
Oh my word. You two do not realize the amount of plays, like minor decisions you made, that literally were swinging the game back and forth constantly.
Did me dying at Big Pig swing the game?
No, it was just sad.
What about me dying at the Big Key Room in Wind Temple? How about
Yeah,
I
that?
mean-
that was something.
Did that affect you deciding to just go mode the rest of it?
Well, yeah. Well, I skipped 2 checks. One of them had to be a dungeon map. So I
Well,
was like, I'll
bear in
just
mind-
gamble the other one.
If you didn't skip it,
Uh-huh.
then you might have just lost. So yeah, it did factor in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Returning into a big key room would have probably been the race for Jim.
Yeah.
Because well, we're gonna see on restream right now, but that was less than 2 minutes between you two. Just really good race.
And Jim, what affected your decision to get the sword at ankle and then just say screw overworld and go straight to Wind Temple?
Well, I was like, okay, ankle is the fastest check I can get on the overworld, and I feel very compelled to do ankle whenever I get 5 Tingle statues. And I was also like, okay, well, the chances of both swords being on the overworld and none being in Wind Temple seems like it's probably pretty low. So I'll take my chances and go to Wind Temple, since I'm going to have to check things to get to the small key anyway.
That's GG for you on restream. 152.14.
Yeah. GG's.
But really, such a close game 3 between you two. I would say that, well, I personally didn't see game 1. I know Crystal is gonna be here soon to talk about game 1, but I saw game 2, which was definitely in favor of you, Jim. But really, game 3 was, well, it was a Hyrule race. So
Yeah. I would
Such a
definitely
pleasure
say I
to
got
watch.
very lucky this race. With Where Light Sword.
Yeah.
Or even the Shard in Gibbon Woods.
One last comment I would say about this seed. at the beginning of the seed, we saw Jim do completely different skips than you. It was actually kind of hard to track. You both went in complete different direction after getting your first sword and your bow, which allowed us to really see a lot of overworld really fast. But also, it meant that Jim got a bit, I would say, unlucky, as he didn't get a lot of progression early. So, meanwhile, you, Tanjo, you got, I think, pretty much 10 checks, and 7 of them were progression. You got Fire and Ice super early, got that delivery bag, which allowed you to mail Not to Mom, etc., etc. So it kept piling up. But after about an hour of race, both of you just kind of joined hands in dungeons, and Jim went to Forbidden Woods, which gave him light arrows, and you, Tanjo, went to Taji, which gave you a lot of cheese and a sword from Ankle. So it was really interesting to see both of you routing less or more overworld, depending on what you did at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, I would definitely say a lot of Season 4 is determined by the early game. Like, it's just, if one person gets like Leaf and Sword and Fire and Ice early, it's very advantageous, for sure.
Yeah, Leaf especially, because then you can skip all the submarines.
Yeah.
You can save a lot of time.
If we want to talk about a fun early game, we can talk about Race 1 then, because that was something else early. I mean, you had early Leaf, early bombs, early everything that you could want in the world, except for your swords.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is kind of sad. Because honestly, it was pretty even, and it really came down to those last 3 checks: Ankle, left side, and Master Sword Chamber.
Well, that race I was off to a very bad start, because at Northern Ferry Sub I targeted the Moblin, and once that happened, it like messes with your angle, and I just had a really tough time. And then I went to Outset, and I was just not roll clipping. I think this entire series my roll clips have been pretty poor. But yeah. And then I went to Earth Temple first that seed, and I got nothing there. And then I went to Wind Temple, got nothing there, came back to Earth Temple and got Go Mode. So that was kind of annoying.
Your progression was basement and left side, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It was also pretty unfortunate that literally all of left side had dungeon items except for 1 check, and it was just so happened to be a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, one of those isn't a dungeon item. We can probably skip it.
Right? Well, we could skip it. What? And then it was just Go Mode. And it was so sad. But I also have a bone to pick with you, Jim. You promised me a 115 that first race, and I did not get that.
I didn't promise that.
You did. You literally said you would get one.
I said I would try.
Oh my goodness. Why?
I think a really interesting thing about this seed was you got to see the difference between Wind Temple Go Mode and Forbidden Woods Go Mode. Right. And you really get to see how much faster Forbidden Woods Go Mode is than Wind Temple, and like just how like we talk about Calademos being like, you know, you blink and you miss it. Like we saw that last seed. But in this seed as well, it was like 2 seconds. Tanjo entered, and then like 30 seconds later, they exited that fight. I had a question for you, Tanjo. I don't know if you already answered this, then I'm sorry. But is there a reason why you didn't store the hole in tree chest?
Yes.
Like that ended up being like a big. That was your go mode. And if you had stored that, you wouldn't have found that until mini boss.
Yeah, so I got the shard first chest, right? And I was like, shoot. Now I'm white arrows from go mode. It could be in higher roll. So I was like, I guess I'm gambling Hyrule, so I'm gonna open Hole in Tree, score double Mothula, and then gamble Hyrule.
And then it was just there.
I just got Leonard's, yeah.
That's insane.
But yeah, I definitely felt like I was like disadvantaged this seed because I didn't go. Oh, because of all the mistakes I've made, and because choosing Wind Temple first. If Forbidden Woods had looked different, then it's a whole different game.
Yeah, I think if you had done Forbidden Woods first, you would have been very much ahead, and like it still ended up that you were. I don't know. The fact that the items were so close to like where you need to where you were like you get the checks anyway because they're right there. Yeah, I don't know. Jim, I just want you to know if you ever watch back this VOD, Crane was yelling at you for not checking the top first. That's where your sword was.
It's so true.
Oh yeah, I
He
mean,
would love to let you know that it's faster.
Yeah, he really wanted you to know that it was faster. Just so you know.
well, I appreciate that, Crane. Thank you.
It's okay, you can tell him to F off. It's okay.
It was nice to have a seed that didn't have Earth Temple in it.
It really was.
For-
The first two
for
seeds
what?
having Earth Temple with required
Yeah.
left side with swords.
Yeah.
It got so old.
Yeah, and 0 DRCs.
Right?
Yeah,
It's
no,
so
I miss
bad.
DRC, man. I miss shooting on the platform.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes you just don't. Sometimes you just want to watch that platform fall.
I mean, no DRC is nice because there's no like hidden sphere zeros in a dungeon kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I love cutscenes. I love Taji.
I love anything that isn't Earth Temple. Let's be honest here.
yeah,
I don't know. Was there anything like spicy that you guys remember from your seed that you were like excited about? Or just
I don't
like
know.
you're excited for the season 4 special, just more full clear, your favorite thing.
I don't know. It's weird. I feel like I played the best in game 2, but obviously I lost that game by quite a big margin. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Didn't die twice in game.
I didn't
2.
die twice. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, dying the big pig. That was kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's why you eat the pig.
Yeah, maybe I'll think about that from now
I'll
on.
think about it. Yeah. Andrew's gonna
It
have
would-
more flashbacks.
There was a point in, I think it was game 1, where I had like 3 checks in the mail, like all stacked up that I got at once,
Oh, yeah.
and I got bow, leaf, and bombs
Yeah, it was
all
so
right
funny.
in a row.
It was literally just it all just piled onto you, and we were just like, oh my gosh, what is this seed? Because at first, that's when we thought that it was gonna be like, oh, this is gonna be a super easy seed, early leaf, early bombs, early this, early that, and we had a sword. We're like, oh man, this is great, and then it just went downhill from there. But yeah, all that early mail it was crazy.
But with that win, Tanjo, you're gonna face Jay in semis.
Facts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What do you think about this rematch?
I think it will be very fast.
Okay.
As opposed to being slow. Got it. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that I have a chance if
I believe.
Jay West didn't show up. Yeah.
Well,
Maybe if he plays with motion controls, then
The keyboard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Keyboard too easy. You gotta just play with like your num keys. Those are the only ones that you're allowed. No WASD here.
And unfortunately for Jim, you're now required to go play more Skyward Sword HD and spoiler log races now. Unfortunately.
Oh no.
Oh
okay.
no! So
Can
unfortunate.
I just say the fact that we played this game was a courtesy to Jim anyway, because Jim, I don't know if you knew this, you were DQ'd already. You didn't equip the hero's charm last seed. So this didn't matter. I hate to break it to you, but you know, I appreciate you guys playing through it and, you know, humoring us and give us a nice show. But
Jim actually just lost 3 races in a row.
yeah, you just lost 3 races in a row. I don't know what to tell you, man.
We'll see, Cup. I don't think you read the fine print, okay? I collected the hero's charm on accident. And if you collect it on accident, you are not required to equip it. Alright, so I believe I did actually win last race.
You literally went out of your way to get it.
No, I accidentally rolled into it because it was at the top of Headstone.
Wow, yes, because that's something we all do. We all accidentally roll. Like you accidentally rolled into that platform charm during game 3.
Yeah. Like I accidentally deleted the Boko Baba seed. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, 2 Bokobaba seeds and 2 99 quivers in the first game. That was wild.
Oh yeah.
It was wild.
Which
Trevor
actually,
in this seed.
Actually, Jim deleted his 99 quiver in game 2.
You did. You saw reset out of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was like, well, I don't need this. Goodbye.
You got it anyway.
It's just, I don't need this 99 quiver. 60's fine.
Well, it was only 60 at the time. I didn't get 99 until, or excuse me, I didn't get the other one until like right before the Master Sword upgrade.
Oh, yeah.
Which was Cabana, I think.
Neither of you guys got the spoils bag last seed either.
Oh my god.
You didn't get to look at your Boko Baba seed that you both picked up.
I don't think Tanjo would have picked that up at all.
No.
And just like, let me scrub my eyes.
Yep.
Jim is the man. I agree, DH Zelda 14.
So
Jim
true.
is the man. I would give Jim a high five if they wanted me to.
So did y'all know tanjo3 went live 14 minutes ago? Which I think that means we're getting marbles.
I saw it too.
You gotta have the marbles, man. Do what he does best.
Yeah. A good opportunity to remind everyone to follow our runners.
Yes.
For some good Zelda content. Is there a need to present gymnast86 at this point?
Listen, if you love Skyward Sword HD any percent speedruns, you will love Gymnast86. And if you love the Wind Waker Randomizer, then you will love tanjo3. Or Marbles on stream.
Marbles on stream.
But yeah, follow runners and follow our trackers, which were Crystal and Tomaltak this seed. Thank you both.
Also follow Mool.
Yeah, for those 0 streams in the last 3 years.
I mean, you're 100% consistent. There you go. You got a really good schedule going on.
So shout out to everybody else that volunteered that is unfortunately not here with us for game 1. That was Blondie and Advo and Elena tracking. Blondie was.
And big shout out to Randomite, my co-com for last stream, for last seed, I should say. Big Pogs.
And Eric tracked that second seed. Shout outs to everybody. Honestly.
Oh, shout outs to VXR for restreaming. Thank
Shout
you,
out
gamer.
Literally shout out to everybody that put this all together because it takes a lot of time.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work.
Everybody deserves love.
True, but we get those insane runs.
Yeah, and thank you to Trez and Jinxie for restreaming the earlier matches.
Yeah.
So can we talk about how Trez just didn't roll a completely garbage seed that second race?
I don't know. It still had left side Earth Temple.
It wasn't as bad as the first game.
It was 3 blocks room. You're gonna be okay.
It was second crypt on the
second crypt on the second seed. The
second
first,
game.
First one was the blocks room and left side. But I mean, like, look, that first seed rolled by Wolfie was just bad. So.
That's what you get when you get a dog to roll your seeds for you.
Wow.
Thank you all for laughing at my hilarious joke. I appreciate it. I will be here all week.
I'm just laughing out of pity.
Do you mean it?
No.
Oh.
It's actually really bad.
Damn. hate to see
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm here to roast people and commentate.
That's what understandable.
But again, one last congratulations to both of you. Good luck, Tanjo, for your next match against
Thank you.
Shay.
Thank
And,
you. I'll need it.
I look forward to more SSHD from Jim.
I'm so excited.
I'm ready for another world record.
I can't wait to tune in tomorrow.
I mean, Jace is doing runs right now.
I literally have them open my third monitor.
But it was a really good set. Honestly, I was on the edge of my seat for each one. It was crazy. You both did incredibly well, and you really should be proud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Both of
great
you.
gameplay from both of you. This was a pleasure to watch. I was on the edge of my seat. It was all 3 games. Well, I watched the second, the second 2. But from what I heard, game 1 was really good. So it was a really good set from both of you. So thank you so much for this fun.
Definitely
gaming.
gonna catch those VODs.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
All right, so as we're wrapping up here, over on CSR2 right now, we have ALTTPR Cross Keys tournament action. We'll go raid them after I'm done wrapping up here. At 10 p.m. Eastern, we have a Zelda 2 Randomizer standard tournament match. We will do if we get volunteers for that. And then tomorrow we have a couple Link's Awakening DX any percent, no wrong warp out of bounds tournament matches. One at 3 p.m. Eastern, another at 10 p.m. Eastern. As well as Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 2 tournament qualifier number 14 out of 16, and another Z2R standard tournament match. The MMR qual is at 7 p.m. Eastern, the Z2R at 9:30 Eastern. So thank you all so much for watching this exciting series of games, and we will see you all next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Who's ready for the run back?
Oh boy, a 4th randomizer race. 8 hours of randomizer.
Could you ask for more? Are you excited?
I'm so excited.